Viewers and subscribers, welcome to my channel Technical News Service. Here what we have for you in today's news headlines. Medic's cell phone pinged cell tower in Linstead. Criminal investigators have revealed that the cell phone owned by Stephanie, Medic, Williams last pinged a cell tower in Linstead, St. Catherine not long after her disappearance over a month ago. The police are following up on leads in Linstead, but there is no concrete proof of anything yet. We are also trying to get information on the vehicle that came to pick her up from her apartment, but there is nothing yet, no leads, a police source told. Today, September 28, marks the 5th week since the dancehall artiste was reported missing to the authorities. Today is my birthday as well, and I have to admit that it is so sad. I am not eating, I am trying my best to keep up. This week was supposed to be a celebration. The 8th of October is Stephanie's birthday. We were planning a trip for us, my daughters, the whole family, but this season has turned into something else, businesswoman Millicent McCurdy, the mother of the dancehall artiste, said. McCurdy said she has had dialogue with the police since leading a protest at the Constant Spring police station earlier this week. After the protest, the police reached out to me, I am grateful for that, and other police have told me that they would call me next week with updates. I want to thank the Church of God in St. John's Road, Spanish Town and the Church of God in Jamaica in Westmoreland, my own church, who have been here with me. There are pastors from the Church of God all over Jamaica who have been calling me to offer support, so I am grateful for the support, McCurdy said. According to the police, 29-year-old Stephanie Williams was last seen wearing a black blouse, black tights and a pair of black shoes. She is of brown complexion, slim build and is about 5 feet 7 inches tall. Anyone with information can call 311, and if the information leads to her safe return, they will have access to a $1 million reward. The problem is that I have not seen Crime Stop reposting the reward so that we can get any possible information about her whereabouts. They need to do that, but I haven't called them, I just don't have the strength to do everything, she said. Medic is best known for songs such as Money Feelings and her growing catalogue of collaborations such as Overcome featuring Shane O, and Boss Level featuring Javalini. However, McCurdy said that her daughter was more than just a dancehall artiste as she was a successful entrepreneur as well with a brand of holistic products available at pharmacies all over Jamaica. Convicted ex-soldier in Klansman trial having sleepless nights. Ex-Jamaica Defense Force JDF soldier Jermaine Robinson, who was in March this year found guilty of being a Klansman gang member, is up most nights, steeped in regret, while his fellow inmates are dead to the world. On Tuesday, attorney Diandra Bramwell, who along with defense counsel Roxanne Smith represented Robinson, in a plea and mitigation address before trial judge Chief Justice Brian Sykes at the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston, said their client has sobered up. The situation has taught Mr. Robinson so much, while others are sleeping most nights he is up reflecting on his past, which better enables him to put himself in a position for a better future ahead, the attorney said. She told the court that Robinson continues to maintain that he is only here because of his association with some of the accused as he grew up in the community and knew and maintained a cordial relationship with a few, but he never partake in any criminal activities. According to Bramwell, the former Army man, who was a member of the JDF from August 2015 until 2021, was exposed to a decent childhood and was on the right path of adding value to society, successfully completed high school and continued down the path of his father, a positive role model, giving back to his country. It is quite unfortunate that until now Mr. Robinson did not realize that he has to be mindful of the company he keeps. Mr. Robinson has basically lost his reputation throughout this whole process and it has affected him, has affected his self-esteem, Bramwell told the court. His biggest desire is to be a functional father to his children. Both of his children are young, as at the time of him being brought into custody his daughter was not yet born and his son was only 2 years old, she said in pleading for leniency for Robinson. Tuesday, Robinson, clad in full white, sat unmoving, his face inscrutable. The former Army man, according to 2 former gang members turned Crown witnesses, was said to be a member of the security detail for convicted Klansman leader Andre Blackman Bryan. In early November, witness number 1 alleged that Robinson was agitated that the gang was losing ground after its leader was locked up in 2018 and the gang began splitting. He said the army man had been introduced to him in 2017 by Brian, who said, "A soldier dis-ena." The witness said he saw Robinson on several other occasions involving the gang and detailed one instance where he said Robinson, who had injured one hand which was placed in a cast, handled an AK-47 with the other hand. He claimed that Robinson was often where Brian was. According to the witness, the last time he saw the army man was at a checkpoint in Spanish Town. He told him not to search me and just let me through, witness number 1 had testified, adding that Robinson, who was clad in the JDF garb, said, "Let him through, me know him." He told the court that Robinson then pulled him aside and asked him if he hadn't heard from the general, and asked for the witness's phone number. He further told the court that on the day of his visit to the Criminal Investigations Branch, where he gave the police information about the gang, Robinson called him while he was in the presence of the investigators. He said the army man was asking about Blackman, "If I don't hear from him because he want to talk to him because he want to turn up back the ting." According to the witness, Robinson said, "The ting come in like a joke ting." This, he said, meant that he wanted more people to be dead and more killings in the Spanish Town area. In other testimony, witness number 2, who was the first gang member turned Crown witness to take the stand after the trial began on September 20, had also said Robinson stood guard at his house at nights while Brian was there. He said during those times, Robinson had a gun in his possession. According to the witness, Robinson had told him that he was a soldier. He, however, admitted that he had never seen Robinson in uniform up to that time. The sentencing exercise will resume next Monday, October 2 at the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston, where the trial judge will begin dishing the sentences for the 15 convicts in the long-running matter. He is expected to conclude on Tuesday, October 3, which will close the curtains on the matter, which to date is the largest gang trial in the country's history. The convicted Klansman members to be sentenced alongside James, Brian and McLeana, Stephanie Cole Christie, Michael Whiteley, Lamar Simpson, Tariq James, Fabian Johnson, Jarceel Blake, Roll Taylor, Joseph McDermott, Jermaine Robinson, Andre Golding, Tomrick Taylor, Brian Morris, and Ted Prince. The Crown, in opening its case on September 20, 2021 with an initial 33 accused on trial, had said the individuals comprised the Blackman faction of the gang and had various roles in which they acted as killers, drivers, lookout men or watchmen, gunsmiths and foot soldiers. The 17 who were acquitted over the course of the trial were Jason Brown O.C. Satipus, Marco Miller, Pete Miller, Ricardo Thomas, Carl Beach, Chevroy Evans, Kemmer Harrison, Donovan Richards, Dwight Hall, Daniel McKenzie, Khalifa Williams, Kevon Green, Demaine Elliston, Rushane Williams, Rivaldo Hilton, Owen Ormsby, and Dwayne Salmon. One accused, Andre Smith, who was out on bail during the trial, was murdered. Former NCB wealth advisor slapped with more fraud charges. Former wealth advisor Kadeen Thomas, who is accused of swindling close to $50 million from National Commercial Bank, has been slapped with additional fraud charges. In February, the court was told that the multi-million-dollar fraud at the financial institution was just over $43 million. But when the 35-year-old appeared in the St. Anne Parish Court on Thursday morning, it was revealed that an additional $44,000 United States dollars have been uncovered in the fraud scheme. The additional charges of 2 counts of forgery, 2 counts of larceny as a servant, 2 counts of transfer of criminal property and 2 counts of access with intent to commit an offense were laid against her Thursday morning. Ms. Thomas, who is represented by attorney Matthew Hyatt, is to return to court on December 13. She was charged with multiple counts of fraud in January after NCB said it uncovered the alleged scheme. It's alleged that between January 2020 and December 2022, Ms. Thomas, who was employed to NCB Capital Markets as a wealth advisor, gained access to the accounts of several customers of NCB without authorization, by submitting fraudulent encashment request forms purporting they were signed by the customers. Man killed during alleged shootout in Greenwich Town. 1 man is dead following an alleged shootout between gunmen in Greenwich Town on Thursday morning. According to the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Corporate Communications Unit, the incident took place along East Avenue and 8th Street in the community sometime after 9 this morning. The victim has not yet been identified. Senior citizens recognized in St. Elizabeth. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security, through its National Council for Senior Citizens (NCSC), has awarded several senior citizens in St. Elizabeth for their continued service in communities and the wider parish. The men and women were recognized during a ceremony held at the St. Matthew's Anglican Church in Santa Cruz on September 21, in celebration of Senior Citizens Month, September 17 to October 13, under the theme, Embracing Wisdom, Uniting Generations. Parish organizer of the NCSC in St. Elizabeth, Mary Hendricks Morgan, said it is imperative that senior citizens be recognized for their invaluable contributions to society that often take the shape of charity, volunteerism and more. In fact, she noted that many elders have made lasting positive impacts on the lives of people living in their communities, and as such, the NCSC is committed to ensuring they themselves live their lives with the honor they deserve. So, during the month, the NCSC will honor outstanding persons in St. Elizabeth and island-wide to include outstanding senior citizens who have served their parish and communities, Hendricks Morgan said. We celebrate with our senior citizens and volunteers who have made sacrifices and made efforts to participate and to support the NCSC, St. Elizabeth chapter, she added. The government's framework of the National Policy for Senior Citizens advocates enhancing the self-reliance and functional independence of senior citizens as well as facilitating continued participation in their family and society. It is against this background, Hendricks Morgan said, that the NCSC remains committed to raising public awareness about the rights of senior citizens in Jamaica, through public-private partnerships, preserving cultural heritage and promoting social and economic development, all aligning with Vision 2030. Also, the Council continues to recognize the spirit of volunteerism that has led to the sustained ability of the NCSC to showcase the accomplishments and to highlight programs of the Council, to assert the role of research, training and positive building towards improved services offered by the Council, she outlined. Recipient Patricia Flemings said she felt incredibly blessed and elated to have participated in the various NCSC initiatives that led to her receiving several awards. She pointed out that engaging in these activities not only provide much-needed exercise but also offers a wonderful opportunity to connect with others through volunteerism and social activities. It makes you feel happy and blessed, and then you can encourage each other to be with God and also be an example to others, she added. Viewers and subscribers, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we drop a new video. And remember, be safe and see you again.